Good day, friends. My name is Paulo de Alba, and welcome to Pathways of Hope. When I was in college, I went to a youth camp, and in this youth camp, one of the brothers there shared to me that he lost his cell phone. His cell phone was significant to him because it's the only way that he can get jobs. He was 14 or 15 at this time, and he was already helping out his parents provide for their family's needs. I was struck by this, and I was moved, and I decided to give him my cell phone. So I gave him my Nokia 3310. And I felt good. And I thought, this is probably what it means to give and to give my all. In today's gospel, Jesus teaches us what it really means to give and to give our all, using the example of the widow. As Jesus looked up, he saw the rich putting their gifts into the temple treasury. He also saw a poor widow put in 2 very small copper coins. Truly, I tell you, he said, this poor widow has put in more than all the others. All these people gave their gifts out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in all that she had to live on. This struck me because I thought to myself, could I ever do what this woman has done? She gave her all. When I look back at the cell phone story, I realized I was just like the rich people there. I gave because I knew I could easily get another cell phone. And in fact, I was excited to get a new cell phone. Although God saw my intention, I knew God calls me to do more, to give with my all. As I continued to reflect on the passage, I asked myself, what could this woman have that allowed her to do that? How could she give her all? And I realized it's because she knew God, and she knew God can provide for her, and she knew God asks her to do good. In 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 8 it says, and God is able to bless you abundantly, so that in all things, at all times, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work. God calls us to do good, especially for others. And during this pandemic, many of us have been struck by losing our jobs, losing livelihood, losing business, some even losing loved ones. And you might ask yourself, is there anything else I can give? Can I still give my all? In December of 2010, our son died during childbirth, and we were heartbroken. But we turned to God because we knew God loves us. We knew He has a plan for us. We also knew that God is the first one who gave His all to us. Out of His love for us, God gave us His Son, Jesus Christ, that we may experience His love, that we may be united with Him, that we may be able to experience the joy of giving. And my wife even uttered the words, the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name. We wanted to bless God. Even if we were crying, we were heartbroken, we wanted to bless God. We wanted to honor Him. And during the wake of our son, we decided to go there, not just to grieve, but to comfort the people that were there, to let them know that we're okay, to let them know that everything is fine. We are heartbroken, but we know everything is according to God's plan. And we will continue to love God because He loves us immensely. In a time when I thought I could not give anymore, the Lord moved us to give comfort, to give love. I remember even during that wake, one of the brothers that were there went up to me, looked me in the eye, actually said nothing, tapped me on the shoulder and left. Said nothing, but that was the most significant thing I received that time. It was very comforting as if he knew what I was going through. Sometimes that's all it takes. And we are all called to do the same, to give our in our own simple way. Just like the woman, that's all she had, the 2 coins. God is asking you to give your all. When Kobe Bryant died, Michael Jordan gave him an honoring or a eulogy. And in that honoring, in a portion of that, he said what he liked about Kobe Bryant is because of his love for basketball, he left everything on the floor. Because of his love for basketball, he left everything on the floor. And I believe the widow in the gospel today gave everything because of her love for God, because she knew who God is. She was able to give her all. And how can we give our all? First, acknowledge your situation. But more importantly, acknowledge God in your situation. God sees you no matter how insignificant you might think you are. Just like the widow during her time, she was very insignificant. But Jesus pointed it out to his disciples. God sees her. God sees you and loves you. Second, let the love of God lead you to love others. She was led to give her all to the temple because of her love for God. Let the love of God lead you to love others, especially during this season of giving. Christmas is coming up. Let that love lead you to love others. And lastly, let go, because you can trust God, that God will provide for whatever you need, emotionally or practically. And lastly, allow me to leave you with this reflection that when I read this gospel, I realized no one is too poor nor too broken that they cannot give. Let the love of God lead you to love others. Let the love of God lead you to give your all. If this reflection has blessed you, kindly like and share Pathways of Hope to your family and loved ones. Again, my name is Paulo de Alba. Have a blessed day.